We are online. Please go ahead.
Wow.
So go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are. Good day, good evening. Welcome to Spiritual Intelligence by Professor Ambassador Dr. Augusta Elizabeth Koroma. Wow, Success World One. It's lovely to be here today. Welcome, Queen Nadia. Welcome all our distinguished guests today. It's wonderful to see you all looking bright and cheerful. It's a great day today on our topic that we have here today, which is finding the first love root is God. Wow. We took a break last week because of the Easter break, and we are finally back on track. And we are good to go. We are bouncing back with our word of spiritual intelligence. Yes, like I said earlier on when I started this spiritual intelligence, some of you who don't know me, the CEO founder of Sickle Cell Intervention UK. I'm an author, I'm a public health consultant, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've got lots of things patting behind my back, but I'm a child of God as well. So today we've got three guests coming in to discuss about our first God, which is our first love, which is God. I can actually sit there and narrate everything about spiritual intelligence. But I decided to have guests with us because I want this to be more productive. I want us to share our ideas. I want us to look into the spirituality of life, to see how we can help each other. Spirituality, spiritual intelligence is our ability to be conscious of ourselves, our environment, and our ability to tap into higher source of wisdom. This is related to knowing that we are all connected. There's so much energy, no matter who we are, where we come from, what beliefs we have, and how to perceive ourselves. You know, we must know that we are all connected. Spiritual intelligence equates man as being body, mind, spirit together. Many people consider spiritual intelligence as the most important parts of life, and it is. And you will know that emotional intelligence is very close to spiritual intelligence as well. It's all powerful, capable of changing the lives, civilizations, because of our history, the entire planet, spiritual intelligence, religious values, all facilitate the process of therapeutic process in achieving this in all that we can do. So today, we're talking about our first love is God. It's actually, can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Our first love is God. And what can you make of that? It says in Luke 10:27, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind. Loving God is our first priority. Our love for God is the foundation on which all of life is to be. This is just showing us and telling us our first love is God. And today, I have few other guests that will walk alongside with me. Our first guest that I can introduce is Natasha. She's coming all the way from the USA. And she will introduce herself. and she'll tell you all about herself. And she's got 10 minutes to do her presentation. Natasha, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, welcome to Success World One Spiritual Intelligence. It's wonderful to have you here on board today.
I am so glad to be here. I appreciate you guys for having me today. And this topic, I'm telling you, it's been raining like crazy for the past few weeks. Everybody's talking about the love of God and going back to that first root of love. When he gave his only begotten son to us, which is Jesus Christ, and begotten, that means that he had a relationship with him. He was invested. That was his like best friend. So to give up something of that magnitude and that nature lets us know that we have to stand as a corporate and a collective to be the ultimate sacrifice. Okay. We have to learn how to start sacrificing and what real love is. And when we talk about when we unleash conditional love, it's not based on conditions. It's not based on, benefits. It's not based on being a puppet on a string. If you do this, I'll love you. If you do that, I'll love you. You cannot turn unconditional love off, on and off like a switch. Okay. So when you're learning to unleash conditional love in the Hebrew language, when you look at unleash, it means, we have to unlearn traditional things and unlearn religious things and learn truth in relationship. Okay. We have to learn truth and we have to learn relationship. And when we unleash, that means we release the old and we untie what we're so used to so that we can grasp what is the root of love. How deep rooted is your love? That's what God was asking me yesterday, because we already know as trees, it's not the trees itself that's nutrient. It's the root. It's how deeply rooted are the roots in the ground and how they nurtured and cultivated. So how is our love nurtured and cultivated? How are we loving and cultivating each other? And also, when you have unconditional love and the first love root of God, that means it's everlasting and it does not stop. Okay. It does not stop. And when you have love, that means you go beyond the call of duty, not just stipulations. You take things that you don't think you have to take. You learn how to intervene on the behalf of somebody else. You know how to come to somebody's rescue. That's what the real love root of God is, because when we're out there broke, busted, and disgusted, okay, when we're on this boat of we don't know where we're going, he comes to our rescue. So if we are to be the example of who he is, what he exemplifies, we have to come to the rescue of other people, okay? And also when you go to the, look at the love root of God and how deeply rooted his love is, he's faithful, okay? He's loyal.
Please, Natasha, do you speak slowly, please? Because I don't understand the English language. I love your comfort.
Okay. He's faithful, he's loyal, he's dependable, okay? He is unfailing, that unfailing love. So when we are rooted in him and when we are rooted in the word of God, we have to have that same love that's unfailing, okay? And I know it's hard because we're humans, and we're flesh, but when we look at how deep rooted the love of God is, it lets us examine our own selves in the mirror to do a mirror check. Okay. Let me examine me instead of trying to examine everybody else, instead of, judging everybody else. Let me take a look at me. Okay. Am I really rooted in him? Am I really rooted in the word? Okay. And when you look at 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse, I like to start at verse 3, okay, through 7, it lets us know exactly what love is, okay? And it lets us know that, if I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasies, but don't love, I am nothing but like a creaking of a rusty gate. So if you don't have love and you're verbalizing that I love you and I have the love of God, and you don't show that as an action, it's just like a creaky gate. And who wants to listen to a gate that's creaking and that noise and it's aggravating? That's what a lot of people sound like when they're saying it with no action behind it, okay? With no action behind it. And verse 2 lets us know that if I speak God's word with the power, revealing all of his mysteries, making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says a mountain to jump, and the mountain moves, but if I don't love, I am still nothing. So it doesn't matter what we say and how much faith you have. If you don't have love with that faith, then you are still nothing. So this is why we have to be so deeply rooted in him, because love is the way, love is a call to action, and love is the posture of your heart, the position of your heart, okay? So how are we postured? What's the position of our heart? Are we saying we love you because we want to be seen? Are we saying it because it's the traditional thing to say? Or do we really mean it? Is our heart really postured? And no matter how much you do, how much you have faith, how much you give, how much you post selfies on Facebook, giving to everybody, it doesn't matter. You are going nowhere if your heart is not postured in love. Giving is not love. That's not love, okay? You have not sacrificed nothing, okay? When you learn to sacrifice you and put other people before you, just like Jesus died on the cross, he had to sacrifice himself. He was the ultimate sacrifice. So my question to you and to people who are looking and viewing today, and listeners, what are you sacrificing? And what are you going to do with the time that you have left? Are you going to love and be deeply rooted? Or are you going to be surface value and verbalize and not show action? So that's the season God had us in, is more of showing action and demonstration so that people can really see what the love root of God really is.
Thank you, Natasha. That was powerful. Great insight into the love of God. And I just want to, say something about love as well. Love is the first powerful fruits of the Spirit. We got lots of fruits of the Spirit, and love is ultimately the first part. It's actually the number one core point of the fruits of the Spirit. And there are lots of benefits that we can get through the love of God. And it just depends on your religion, what you are and all of that. But we all, we are all serving the same God in a way. But one of the benefits, I would say, to that is actually you become a friend of God if you're actually closer to God, and if you actually see him as your first love. So that's one of the spirits. So thank you so much for that insightful speech. And I'm grateful that we connected through here, and I'm grateful that you can share your views in terms of love. And love is the greatest source of everything in life. And if you embed love in your heart, you will go so far. And you have love. You can feel the love of God everywhere you go because of the love you show God. Because God loves us. Unconditionally, he loves us. He created us. He created the earth. He created the heavens. He created all of us. So there's something powerful in terms of love, and we all need to share that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Please,
you're welcome.
some people translate your summarize, please.
Okay, Yolanda, I think it's your one next. Yolanda Maria?
Yes.
I think Queen Nadia will help us translate in
oh my
Spanish.
gosh, I can translate the Spanish. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so
but
much. My
but
guest,
but-
Yolanda, is from Spain, and she speaks Spanish, but she really wanted to share her own opinion, and I really wanted her to be here today. Thank you, Yolanda. It's on you now. Thank you.
Okay, only a minute. I would like to someone.
Yolanda, vamos a llamar a Rosemary o Mila para la traducción.
Ok, pero pero quería preguntar, si alguien podía traducir un resumen pequeño
Un resumen pequeño de eso, sí, le ha dicho que el amor es la solución de todo, y ha dicho que Dios ha creado todo con amor y todo. Este es el resumen.
Okay.
Voy a traducir.
Yes, because she is very apasionate, passion.
Sí, sí. Mira, voy a llamar a Mila si puedes
Okay.
apoyar.
If you want, I will try to speak very slowly for you, but you understand all, because
Yes,
I think so is very important.
Puedo traducir, Yolanda, pero mi español es no perfecto. Sí, I can
Augusta,
translate. I can translate in Spanish. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I am not truly like French, my mother language.
Vamos a intentarlo.
Okay.
Augusta, Elizabeth, ¿tú puedes compartir pantalla?
Sí, vamos. I will try. I'm not expert in Spanish, I'm telling you. But I will try.
Tú puedes compartir pantalla conmigo y yo intentar hablar muy despacio, y si no es posible, yo tratar de decirlo en inglés.
Sí, voy. Ok.
Porque al ser un PowerPoint.
Post, please. She wants to share her screen. Okay, we lost Raj. Raj, are you with us, please?
Yes, I'm here.
So please make Yolanda co-host, because she has something
I'm doing just right.
Share on the screen. And let me try to find Mila where she is, if she can help us to translate, because I can translate, but I'm not really perfect in Spanish. So if it was French, there's no problem, but Spanish, I will translate only 80% of it, and it's not enough.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Only I need you share pantalla.
Sí, puedes hacerlo. Sí.
Yes.
Estás co-host.
You are co-host.
Sí.
Yolanda.
You can see the pictures. My picture. You can see.
No.
Or no. ¿Has puesto compartir pantalla? Share.
No, we cannot. Okay, you started scared. Yeah, that's it.
Now?
Yes, we can see. Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we are coming. Okay. Crossing the Jordan, the return of Israel, wisdom of God, looking for the roots of God.
Okay.
Okay. Cruzando el Jordán, el retorno de Israel, la sabiduría de Dios y buscando las raíces de Dios. You understand me? Do you understand me?
Yes, we understand you. So
Okay.
you said that the return of Israel, repite lo que ha dicho.
Crossing the Jordan, crossing.
Crossing to cross the Jordan.
The return of Israel, el regreso de Israel, wisdom or intelligence of God.
Okay.
intelligence, spiritual of God, from God for our people, and looking for the roots of God. Okay?
Okay.
Well, the first thing is very important to know, all people in the world, is what is the meaning of roots? Roots is of the end part of the plants. It's very important. Roots are well because isn't well the roots, it's impossible to grow out the tree. Okay, if the people hasn't good the knowledge about the words of God in the books sacred, there is a big problem because the people that don't know the words of God, is impossible to understand what is the plans of war of God for the people, for his people. Okay.
Yes.
If the roots are bad, the plant is very bad and don't obtain fruit.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the plant is photosynthesis. In English, I don't know how can I say photosynthesis. Proteins, enzymes, nutrients. Okay. The plant.
Yes. It's about photosynthesis. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
For the photosynthesis, yes. Beautiful. Okay, for the photosynthesis and symbiosis, it's important that the nutrients are in the soil, but in the spiritual intelligence, if the people hasn't the knowledge of God wants to know, it's impossible the people understand what is the plans of them. Okay. If the roots of the mind of the people are bad, it's impossible they can understand wants to God's do for them. Every branch in me that bears not fruit, he take it away, and every branch, the very fruit, he cleans it, that it may bear more fruit. That sentences say God to the people. It's very important. Israel, the nation Israel, is representing in the Bible the olivo. Olivo, you know, olivo, plant of oil.
Yes, we know the olive plant. The olive.
Okay, yes. In the spiritual knowledges for God, plant of oil, olivo, is represented the nation of Israel, and another people together to them are known as gentiles. You know, gentiles. You know the word?
Yes, they are nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. In Genesis, in the beginning in the Bible, God says in the chapter 12, promesa is God speak to Abraham. God speak to Abraham. A big promise bendiciones, bendiciones for the Israel nation. You know, if you find in Genesis 12, you know the promise of Abraham. Abraham is el patriarca el principio, ¿no? A quien fue dada la promesa. Do you understand me? Oh.
Are you talking about Abraham?
Abraham, sí, Abraham.
Yes, Abraham, yes.
Okay. If you know how was their world in that time, do you know, you know that the people look at this picture. Yes, in the people you can see Abraham in the middle of the Asia, okay, in Jerusalem, okay, and Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, and Sumerios here, Babylon, okay. Así era el mundo antiguo en la era de Abraham, ¿sí? What happened now? What happened then? The daughter of Israel, his son, Jacob, okay?
Yes. Is that Abraham's son?
Yes. They are receive the promise of a God.
Yes.
And Judah, Queen Judah, Israel and Israel together are only one kingdom. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. In the century of 22 century, and 6th century before Christ, the promised land, the name is Canaan. You know, Canaan is about 1000 to 20 antes de Cristo. There is the land in that time.
Okay.
Look at the picture, okay?
Okay.
What happened? Abraham is the father of all people, okay? Abraham has Isaac has Jacob, and Jacob has 12 sons, 12. Okay.
Okay.
Josué was a prophet of God in the last time, and Josué give the land of Canaan as a land promise to all tribus, to all 12 tribus. Okay. But what happened? The people, Israelitas people, was repared slave in Egypt. You know, in the picture, okay?
Yes.
What happened in the when Solomon, in the Queen of Solomon, his son Roboam was in disobediencia. Quiero decir en español porque me atraso. Entonces, Roboam, el hijo del rey Salomón, estuvo en desobediencia y el pueblo de Israel se rebela. Is against Roboam and Jeroboam too. And what happens at this moment?
Yolanda,
¿Llegó Mila?
No, Mila no está aquí. Propuso que cuando Rosemary será en línea con nosotros, va a traducir todo, porque la gente entiende, pero no entendemos lo que quieres realmente decir, porque
Ok.
habla de la historia que toda la gente sabe.
Sí, sí, quiero hablar de las 12 tribus que van a regresar, pero claro, lo quiero decir en español y no sé decirlo en inglés.
Sí, vamos a hacer en una otra manera.
Sí,
En una otra manera. Cuando Rosemary será en línea, vamos a hacer presentación que tienes, ¿ok?
sí,
Porque la gente no entiende,
ya,
bien lo que quieres decir. Va
ya. Sí, a mí me,
hablarnos de la historia de Abraham, de sus hijos, de Israel y todos.
sí,
¿Entiendes?
sí. Yo
Ok,
entiendo porque a mí me pasa cuando los escucho a ustedes hablar y quiero entender y no
sí,
puedo y me da
pero
impotencia.
vas a hablar después, ¿ok? Cuando Rosemary será aquí.
¿En,
Profesor,
en- en qué horario será, Nadia? ¿A qué hora?
no puedo decirlo porque está preparando. Cuando está aquí voy a decirlo. Te
Ok,
informo.
pero en una hora más tarde, más o menos para yo también planificarme mi tiempo.
No lo sé exactamente, Yolanda.
Oh,
Please, Dr. Elizabeth, if you can
Yes.
follow, because I was explaining how that we need to find Rosemary to be with us online. Mila
Okay.
cannot join. If you can continue, please. This is important
Okay.
because
Yes. Thank you, Yolanda. What I gathered from you,
Dr. Yolanda is a fantastic woman and
she
expert
is.
as expert in all what she is doing. She's a big
Yes,
expert
I
in
can see that.
environment, history, and all that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't really understand why she's talking about the history of Israel and all that. So,
Yes.
but when someone is here with us, she can explain in Spanish, and then
Yes.
Rosemary or Mila, she cannot today. No, Rosemary. So maybe if it's not today, we can invite also Yolanda next week and to do it also, then she
Okay.
can explain everything.
ok,
Okay
entonces
then.
Please
la,
continue because
la próxima semana,
at 5 we have another course in 1 hour. You know that you have another course.
Yes. I can actually invite because there is Dr. Supriya as well waiting. So
Okay.
we can just round this up if that's what you want us to do.
Yes, today is it possible?
Sorry,
Okay.
Dr. Supriya, what you said?
Yes, because we only have one more guest speaker, which is Dr. Supriya.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then we can go to another asking questions, because
Yes.
this is the academy. We are in academy.
We are
and
an academy, so we can go on, yes, asking questions
we
and
are
all of
going
that.
to some questions.
Yes, but I just want to say thank you to, Dr. Yolanda for that brilliant presentation there, because she's actually showing us the root of everything in terms of going through photosynthesis there. It shows us about the light, the energy into chemical energy, and through respiration, how we can go through that energy through the earth, coming towards God and showing us the descendants of Abraham and all of that. It really makes sense in a way. I don't understand Spanish, but was trying to pick some the key areas of that and what she was trying to narrate. It's actually a very good presentation, and I wish I knew Spanish, but she's done ever so well in going through that route, in explaining the right through from the grassroots. I really appreciate that, Dr. Yolanda. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, we have Dr. Supriya waiting for us there. Hello, Dr. Supriya, are you there?
Yes, yes. Please
It's
allow me
wonderful
to
to
share my
have you
screen.
here today.
Yeah.
Okay, you can introduce yourself and go ahead and say something as well. Thank you.
Okay, let me allow my screen. Share my screen. Yes.
Yes, please, Raj, if you can make Dr. Supriya as co-host, please. Raj?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, please make Dr. Supriya as co-host. Thank you, Raj.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Well, can you see my screen?
Yes, certainly we can see your screen, Dr. Supriya. You can go ahead. Thank you so much.
All right. A very, very happy and good evening from India. And thank you so much, Queen Nadia Hari, and my favorite and very motivated Dr. Queen Elizabeth for inviting me as a guest speaker on my very favorite topic, that is finding the first love through God. And I'm so excited and privileged to take my journey with you all today, this evening from India. So, are you excited to take this journey with me? And I hope everyone is about to know a great in curiosity about God, about the Supreme Power. We all belong to different religions.
Yes.
We all are in this world and we are together.
Yeah.
And we all are having only one question: who is God? Who is God? Well, we all are human beings and we don't match the wavelength to define the definition of God, because He is the supreme power. He is the creator of the universe. He has created everything. Every matter contains God, but God is not made up of matter. That's true. So we belong to different religion, and every religion says only one thing: He is the supreme power who has made every beautiful thing on this earth. And He has bestowed us very beautiful gifts: beautiful air that we breathe in, beautiful earth, beautiful trees, beautiful, all kinds of vegetables, fruits to enjoy this human being on this earth. And there is no definition of God which I can see. I can feel air, but I can't see air. That's the beauty of God. We can feel God is everywhere. He is here. He is listening my PowerPoint presentation. Just now I was about to go for my prayers, and I thought, I am doing prayer with you all in this evening. So God is everywhere. Within Him, a magical powers is there, a magical energy is there, which is running this world. We all are having some company, and every company is having a CEO, manager. Don't you think so? The manager, the CEO of this full, beautiful world is great God. And without Him, without His permission, nothing bad can happen. Everything will be happening good and good, positive and positive in everybody's life. All right. And where is God? Somebody says He is in heaven. Somebody says He is in temple. He is in church. He is in mosque. But God is everywhere.
Yeah.
It is in you. It is in me. It is in him. It is in her. It is in the plants. It is in the flowers. It is in the air we breathe. Inhale, inhale. It is in that small atomic part. So it's very, very difficult to find the home or abode of God. The entire universe, we can't find it. And we are human beings. We don't have that wavelength or, that dimension. Our eyes are not made for that. And trust me, friends, most of my friends are scientists. They are in research field. Some of them says, yes, after attaining such big degrees in their life in science, they say there is a power. They say there is an energy who run us. Our body, it is faced when our soul leaves. Every religion, it is there. Soul, the existence of soul is there. Who is running this body? Who is telling us to help others, to spread humanity, to spread peace? That is the God and his existence. The first root love, you can say, your supreme power. And people, when I see around myself, they give a lot of donations, they give a lot of offerings, but in what's my experience is how to serve God, how to make the Almighty happy. One day, I reside in Chennai, and in Chennai there are beautiful churches. Beautiful churches. I am sure Queen Nadia must be knowing, because whenever I post any pics of church, she'll like first. And when I went to any church or any temple, because I believe the God is one, and I respect all religion.
Yeah.
When you will serve God, one day I went to one church and I was buying candles to offer to God. And there is one old person who was not able to lift his body. He was helpless, he was very aged, and he was begging for food. People were busy in buying their candles to offer to God, to serve to God, to make the God happy. But the serving of God can be done when you will serve his creations, when you will serve humanity. I bought one bun from the front market, from front shop, and I gave to that person, that beggar person, that old person. And when he blessed me, that feeling was beautiful. I can't explain. While talking to you, I'm getting emotional and I don't know how to speak. When you help a person, a helpless person, that feeling is immense. That feeling can't be expressed. And that's the way you are serving God. God will not get angry if you won't offer candle. But he will be most happy when you will serve any person who is hungry, who needs something. And trust me, friends, in this world, the best way to serve God is humanity. A person is crying, a person is sad. And if you can bring a positive smile on his face, your supreme power, God, will bless you. And that good deed, law of attraction says, when you do good, it will return to you in any form. Sometimes we all people do some wrong things, any mistake, and we think, yes, it's a world. Everybody does, we will also do. But trust me, friends, if we are doing any wrong thing, nobody is watching, but above one, God is watching. He is having an account book of our good deeds, our bad deeds. So be careful with your every action, because every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. And to serve God is peace, love, and humanity. help people. That's the best way to serve God. You belong to any religion. Every religion says only one thing: love and humanity and peace. And one more thing. Our Almighty God has given, whether you say Bhagwan, Parmeshwar, Allah, Jesus Christ, everyone, God has given beautiful gifts. Beautiful mountains, flowers, fruits, water, clean air, good family. We should always appreciate the gifts of God. But we as human beings, what we are doing? What we are doing as human beings? We are indulging in war. We are destroying the peace and love. And we are creating problems with one religion to another. Why? When God has given this beautiful gifts, who are we to destroy it by putting pollution, by destroying people to people love, by fights, by war? Don't we do that sin? And we are becoming, instead of a messenger of God, why we are going into evil side? Why? And no religion has not given this speech to fight, to spread unhappiness, to spread war. It's all man-made. So if good things are happening, it's your deeds. And if you are getting a bad result, it's your deeds. So let's enjoy the gift of God. Let's preserve our earth by multiplying happiness, by multiplying a lot of gifts to cherish, instead of polluting our earth, indulging in bad things, making other people sad. And people are, when they will see their enemies crying, they're happy. No, nobody is not your enemy. Everybody is our brother and sisters, and we should love them. And all religion says God is one. Maybe the forms are different, but God is one. Trust me, the God has only one energy, and that is your full love, peace, humanity, and spreading positivity in the world. And I will say only one thing in the last: trust in the Lord with all your heart. Keep all your worries in His hand. Sometimes we human beings will get depressed, distressed with our life. We have a lot of worries. In that particular time, remember your God, and you will find a magical thing happening to you, and you will be happy forever. So here I stop my PPT. Thank you so much once again for giving me this golden opportunity, and I am overwhelmed to talk to you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Augusta Elizabeth and Nadia Quinari. Yes.
Dr. Supriya, that was amazing. That was wonderful. I actually love the part that you took us through the experience of God through various dimensions, in nature, in all actions and behaviors, through humanity and all of that. Because our ways, our actions, we speak through God through that, and how we treat other people. It's so important. There are people that actually go to church, go to mosque, go to the temple, pray to God, but their actions, the way they behave to each other, doesn't match the way they can pray. They say they can go to church, they can, they can be, to the mosque praying 3 times a day, but if your behavior is not right, how can you be closer to God? How can you get benefits from God? How can you love God if you are not embedded in all of these subjects? If you don't show humanity, if you don't show kindness? And this is where the fruit of spirit comes in, because we have love, we have joy, we have patience, we have faithfulness, we have gentleness, we have self-control, all of this. We have to actually tap on these areas in order to show love to God, and he can show love to us. But even as we don't show that, he still loves us unconditionally. I just want to thank you for that presentation. It's well spot on, it's well put together. And I thank you. And if we don't trust in God, how can we live our lives worrying every day? I know sometimes the mundane of things will put us down in life, and the pressure of things will put us off in life, really. But if you can only put your trust in God in all of it, it makes everything easier in his perfect timing. Because like I said before, one of the benefits of working with God is you become God's friend. And there are lots of benefits. And the other one is you'll be surrounded by God's protection. Because the way your heart is, you have love, you treat other people with kindness. You treat other people with love, with gentleness, with humanity. It's so important. It's not only that, oh, God, this, God, that, God loves me. How is your behavior doing with the next person? How are you treating the next person? How are you treating your friend? How are you treating your neighbors? How are you treating your schoolmates? It's so important. And so today, I want to thank all my guests that are present here today, and for Success World to host this spiritual intelligence, and for us to know certain things that are so important that we keep a blind eye on our everyday lives. I'm just going to go to the next page, which is the questions. Is it Anuju Malik has just put up the hand?
Yeah. Hi. Good evening,
yourself.
everyone. Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Good evening. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Anuja Malik. I
Hello,
have
Dr.
questions.
Anuja.
Yeah. Hello. I have question to ask to Dr. Supriya. Can I ask?
Yes, you can, certainly.
Okay. Dr. Supriya, when did you choose your faith, and what is your idea of what God looks like?
All right, very nice question. When did I choose my faith, and how God, what you said? Can you repeat your question?
I said, what is your idea of what God looks like? Your idea.
Okay, Anuja. If I will say to you, and if I will ask you, in this room there is a God, can you see?
I think God is omnipresent. He is present everywhere.
Yes.
He is. He is omnipresent, spiritual, you can say, omniscient, and he is having that power which we human beings don't have. I do remember I don't know, in research they were showing there were few scientists and they were just researching that God is not there. They were keep on discussing and debating that there is no existence of God. And they were just in the moment, something happened, I didn't remember exactly, but at last they themselves said, no, we were wrong. There is a power which we cannot see, we can feel. And if you have asked me this question, I will say there is no form of God. God is everywhere. And when the Almighty is everywhere, he doesn't have any form. He is in the love form, he is in the peace form, he is in the humanity form. And even I can feel the vibes of God every day. When I'll go to do any work, I'll take the name of the God and I will get that confidence, that I cannot get in any book. If I watch any video, I cannot get. That's the power of God, and God has no form, just love form, just humanity. Hope I've given judgment to your question.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
thank you so much, Dr. Supriya, for asking that question. For me, I see God everywhere, which is so important. And through the work that I do, helping other people, people that are sick, through humanity, it gives me so much joy that, that I'm supporting people. Despite I have my own issues, I have my own worries, but I tend to put that aside and help other people's. I think you can see God in that. You can see humanity. You serving humanity. You are helping other people, to fulfill their lives. Some people are disabled. Some people, they cannot, they cannot feed themselves in such a way. Some people are sick, and you are there, and you're quite healthy than them, and supporting them. You can actually see God through that way. So God is everywhere, and through the work that we do on earth, God sees it, and that's how He repays us, through our kindness, through our love to others. It's so important.
Yes.
Queen Nadia, your hand is up. Queen Nadia, do you want to unmute yourself? I see your hand
Sorry,
up there.
I'm here. Yes. I had, in fact, I want to thank Dr. Supriya and Natasha and everybody for this amazing event talking about God. I just want to give just a point of a personal thought of mine about
Okay.
what God and what our world is reflecting. I believe that our world is lost between the real and the simulation of reality. I believe that the omnipresence of God can only be received through the image which symbolize God. The religious image replaces the idea of God. This is how this is how the simulacrum becomes powerful, suggesting that God never existed, or that God existing only His representation is real. This is how we started dividing ourselves from God, going as far making some idols to reinforce our belief. This means that humanity in reality denies God and all the moral values to the point of devaluating the importance of social connection, or forgetting the meaning and the sanctity of life and God. So I believe that we are really lost, and we have started to divide ourselves from the reality. We are really lost between the reality and the simulation of reality. This is why in reality we are acting barbarically in this world. And
Yes.
this morbid crisis is is affecting the humanity.
Yes.
If you see, because of this problem of division between ourselves and God, we are just like the humanity appears like viruses. It's like we are in a system, we believe in this system, but because we are destroying this system, we appear like viruses spreading and spreading bad things and destroying, like we are like an anomaly of this system. And until we are not recognizing and making this link between God and ourselves, we will always face troubles in our planet. We will always search the meaning of God. Who is God? What is God? What God can do for me? I am really created by God. Some other beliefs think that aliens created the humanity. So so many difference and divergence of opinions in this world, and that it is only because the omnipresence is received only through the image that symbolizes God. And this religious image replaces the very idea of God. I believe that. So I believe that we have to link ourselves and make introspection of who we are, discover our real identity, and link ourselves with what we call God, no matter how you are calling it, Allah, Jesus, the consciousness, the architect of universe, no matter. It is you and your belief, you and your faith.
Yes. Yes, I understand you, Queen Nadia. My conference, at the middle in my conference, bueno, no pude darla, I explained to all what is the problem in Israel and in the world, because the people don't understand God. God is love, not is avaricia, egoísmo.
This is what everybody says. God is love. God is that.
But God is love, but people are not showing it. They are not doing it. They're not taking action.
Exactly, exactly. But everybody says in the name of God, as if God don't think about the creation. God is great, is magnificent, is todopoderoso, omnipotente, omnisciente. He knows that the sin of the people, but the people, the human beings are corruption and only think in myself. And is for that there are wars in Ukraine, in Afghanistan, in Iran, in Africa, in many parts of the earth. God is superior, but the people don't understand the roots of God. If the people knows
because we are uprooted from our source.
We are uprooted. There's so much selfishness.
From our source.
Everything is
we
me.
Find ourselves in a real world where we are only in an illusion reflecting our reality. This is the problem, and this is why we have created idols. This is why we have created idols. Everybody speaks about God is love, God is that. But at the same time, we are not following the right path of God.
We are not,
No, what we are doing, I have seen so many things that is bleeding my heart when I see that so many people are dying of hunger. And instead of going to feed these children and people, what we are doing, we are wasting food. We are wasting so many things on idols. And that it is inadmissible. You cannot say that you are close to God and you are going to feed a statues or idols. No, God
that's
is
so true. That's so true.
God is a spirit. And when you want to find God and understand God, don't do like the fish is searching the water. Humanity is searching God like the fish are searching the water. You
get through God's heart through that way by doing that. God actually, you sacrificing yourself to help humanity, to help others. That's so important. You get so much closer to God. And it's like people don't understand these things. They don't understand that we need to help the world. We need to, people, it's just like few of us really, I'll say, that will stand in this and look at what's going on in the world. The world is in chaos at the moment. It is. It's in chaos. Everywhere has issues.
This is because we have divided ourselves from our own source. We have uprooted ourselves from our own divine. This is our problem. In reality, we are element of God living in God. When we understand that, we will understand that we are spirit.
We are all connected, Queen Nadia. We are all connected. I wouldn't say, Success World is not my platform, or it's not my
It is your
I'm not the CEO
platform.
of,
It is
yes, I will
yours.
not say I'm not the CEO of CEO.
Success one is for everyone. It is
Yes,
yours.
exactly. Yes, I wouldn't say that, oh, because, oh, no, it's for Queen Nadia, so I will not support. No, people think differently in life, and people's actions, is so important how you think. We all need to come together. Collaboration is so important in helping our world. Our world is dying. And
Yes.
God does not like all of these things. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't. He's angry at us. And we have to make amends for these issues. We have to do something. We cannot just sit down and, we don't show love in our heart. We don't show kindness to others. We are just bitter. We need to change our mindset. We need to change our perspectives. We need to do these things. It's about time. So all of these, like I said before,
I agree.
it's so important, that we are all, because of the consciousness, that we need to be very conscious of things going on. We need to be conscious.
The problem is that we are sleeping in our own consciousness. How do you think you can reach this level if you are still sleeping? We are more focused.
Yes.
We are more focused on our neighbor, what he is doing. We are jealous.
Yes,
of
exactly.
Our neighbor. We are jealous of our sister. We are in competition with one another.
Competition with others. Yes, exactly. And we don't know. Yes, we are in competition with others.
This is the problem of humanity. Jealousy.
It is.
Treason.
It is.
You have some people very close to you, people close to you that put a knife in your back. Why?
That's right. That's right.
You have never done anything to them, and they are just putting you down.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Yes, it's people's behaviors. Their behaviors. Like I said before, people go to church, they go to mosque, they go all of that, and their behaviors is so appalling. It's really bad how they treat the next person. We have to be considerate.
The question is, Dr. Elizabeth, the question is, do we really need a church, or do we really need a mosque and all this religious place? Because if the treasury, if the kingdom of God is within you, why you need to go to somewhere to pray? Every place is a sacred place
we can pray anywhere in this, wherever you are, you can pray.
Because God is everywhere.
God is everywhere. You can pray. It's what you have in your heart. It's what you have. God watches the heart. That's what he watches, not your faith. He watches the heart.
I would like to add one point. It is coming in my mind suddenly, so I wanted to share with you all. Like all these society rules they have made, and I am terribly, fed up with these rules. You have to do prayer at this time. You have to offer at this time. And I mean, when God loves us, when God has not made rule, why this society is forcing us to do this, do that? If you offer this, God will be happy. It's not at all like this. I met one person. He has a 1 kilo of sweets, fruits, and besides of him, a small boy was asking, give me some money, I'm hungry, I have not eaten since 2 days. And I was watching all these things. Doesn't please move, I'm going, don't touch me, I'm going to offer to God, I'm going to offer to God. Do you think God is observing you and he will be happy to see all those things? God has not said, give me this fruits, give me these flowers, I will be happy. If you feed that boy, if you spend education for that boy, I will be more happy. And that's where our humanity is lacking. Our society made rules, hollow society made rules. Any religion will not say, don't feed any hungry person, wipe the tears, bring the smile, take away all their worries, guide them. The world is so selfish. Even I have seen people, when they are consoling, one of my friends was telling, she was asking some help, some guidance. And for that guidance, one person was charging. No, for 1 hour, I am just charging because I have guided you. So this is the humanity. For everything, they need money. I am guiding you, I need money. I have done this, I need money. And jealous, own brothers and sisters. God has made everyone equal, and we are feeling jealous. Why he's above than me? Why she is getting this? And even on virtual platform, I have seen, this is my own experience. Why you're getting this much likes, so I am not getting, my post is so good. Oh my God. So we cannot go and we cannot think on virtual these things. It has to be understood. And when that spirituality is lacking, I think humanity is nowhere. I can't find humanity at this era. Whatever religion, whether it is we are Hindu, whether we are a Muslim or Christian or whatever it is. But if you don't know the basic root of humanity, you know, we are indulging in fights, competition, cat rat race. He has purchased this car, I will purchase more than this. Why can't you appreciate a person? Why can't you appreciate what he has bought? Congratulate and be happy. Why to go on all the negative side? You know, I have to be this, I have to be this. And that's where the humanity is zero, and we are falling in the own pit. And that is not said by God. God has not taught this. So the fault is in us. You know, today we are talking about COVID, mask, and all this. What we were doing 5 years before. We were involved in deforestation. We were cutting all trees. We were doing all blah, 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 all the things. And now we are telling, oh God, why COVID came. This is just, I can say, punishment from him. Now we need to die for oxygen. When he has given fresh, beautiful trees, good oxygen, we were involved in cutting trees and we will keep on complaining, nagging this and that. And now we don't have any oxygen. We need to have artificial oxygen. And in this COVID time, I really felt this thing from my heart. Really, I have felt the presence of God, and I'm feeling so goosebumps in explaining you everything. And trust me, I felt the presence of God in this COVID. You know, when you were fighting with COVID, everywhere there was fear. There was someone, some energy who was protecting you. Because I am totally be in the feet of God. I am surrendered to God. God, please help me. I am your daughter. Please guide me. So somewhere when you trust your God, definitely your trust will never go away. You will get answer. You know, we say, God, please help me to come out of this solution, a problem. Give me solution. Have you seen somewhere you will meet any person who will help you out? And I have seen that. So I am not meeting any person, you know, coincidentally, or I have planned this. God has sent that person in a form of messenger. God won't come from the heaven, but he will send his messengers in the form of human being to help you. Yes, and I've experienced so many times. I was in problem. Someday I was thinking how to get out of this. And after that, one stranger came on airport. I was not able to check in or log in or something happened. And he came as a messenger. He helped me. He helped me in boarding, getting the boarding pass. And I was like, I asked God and he has helped me. He has sent that person. And I really thankful to God. So and that's true humanity. And when you do good things, Dr. Elizabeth, even I have seen, people will say, why are you doing good things? He has done bad things to you. I will say only one thing. For my good things, I will get the good result. Sooner or later, but I will get it. And I always get in the form of a good family, good environment, and the good things which I always deserve in my life. So that's the power of God. And believe and faith is very, very important. If I believe this is not water, it will start happening. Yeah, this is not water. This is dirty water. So that's your belief. That's your power. And every religion, you have to believe. You have to create that system of believe in yourself. And that is the best humanity, I guess. Okay, Dr. Supriya. Yes. Thank you so much for your intervention.
I want to say I love you.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. What I know, God is. Yes. I can speak on and on. It is, yes. But we are actually going out of time.
Thank you so much for your intervention there, and thank you to all the speakers here in today. What I know, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. But you have to be a better person yourself. If you want so much from God, you have to be a better person. You have to seek God's heart. And through seeking God's heart, there are lots of ways to go through God's heart. So many ways. How you can treat other people, how you can behave, your actions to other people. It's so important. And like I said before, spiritual intelligence is our ability to be conscious of ourselves, our environment, and our ability to tap into higher wisdom. And if you don't have wisdom, ask God, pray. So God, give me wisdom, how to behave, how to do things, how to touch your heart. Pray to God for wisdom, because it's so much powerful. I want to take this opportunity to thank all my guests. Queen Nadia, thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you to all our guests that have tuned in from all over the world. I want to say a big thank you for making this event a very successful one. And it's good that we can share ideas. It's good that we can talk about these things, because some people don't have the opportunities like this, like what we are doing at the moment, but we have it, and let us do it. Let us serve humanity with all our hearts. We don't think about all ourselves. We are all, we want to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven. But what are you playing? What part are you playing in order for you to go to heaven? You got to do your part. You have to think right. You have to do things right. You have your actions. Say it all about yourself. Thank you so much. And God bless you all. And have a great day. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. This was just an amazing session. I thank all of you for being here with us today. And now we are going to another course. If you are interested in, we are learning about nature, and we will learn with Dr. Corey the holistic health theory and natural herbal remedies. So it means that we will study the nature and how to make our own remedies, by nature, with nature. Thank you very much, everyone. Bless you all. And
thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Dr. Elizabeth, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you
for the webinar.
Yolanda and
yes, Yolanda, thank you so much. Dr. Sabrina, thank you so much.
Have a great day, everyone.
Yes, thank you so much.
Bye,
yes,
everyone.
thank you. Very well presented, everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Merci beaucoup. Merci. Bye.